Perfect. Now we are able to understand the meaning of tokens. It's time to understand the meaning of embeddings. Okay, so let's come over here. As you can see, I have taken an example of the same sentence which we were talking in our previous video. So sentence is like, I like artificial intelligence, and then unbelievable. So for this particular entire sentence, we have done the process of tokenization, and these are our tokens, right? And the process is called as tokenization. Now, by far, LLM is only able to understand, okay, that 40 means I, 1093 means like, 21075 token ID means artificial, and so on and so forth. But let's suppose if a new word come into the picture, let's say if the word is me. Now, I and me is very similar to each other, but if you put me over here, and it might be possible that for me the token ID can be 1000, which is very far from a word like I. So how will LLM will able to understand, okay, that I and me are very similar word, they have a kind of very much similarity. So in order to achieve, or in order to explain, or in order to understand the similarity between different words, we do a process, and that process called as embeddings. Okay, so now if you read this particular definition, that embeddings are GPS coordinates for words. Okay, meaning what we try to do over here, so we take this particular token ID, let's suppose 40. We take this particular token ID, and what we try to achieve, we try to map this particular token ID into a higher dimensional space by representing into a more dense vector representation of this particular number. So for example, 40 can be represented in a higher dimensional space like this. Okay, it might be 0.1 comma 0.2 comma 0.5 0.6. Okay, and it can go up to any certain numbers. And once you will have this entire different numbers which is available into a multi-dimensional space, you can say, okay, now this particular vector or this particular numbers are representing 40. And let's suppose once a new word like me will come into the picture. Okay, a new word like me will come into the picture, and for me, let's suppose the token ID is 1000. So we are gonna represent this 1000 also in a same n dimensional space, and for that also this particular number will look very similar with a few difference, because I and me. Okay, so for 40 it's I, and for me let's suppose the token ID is 1000. So here the vector representation of the same thing will have a little difference. So maybe this number will change to a 0.1 maybe. Okay, that's it. Nothing more than that will change, because these two words are very closer to each other. So embedding is a process of comparing different words in a n dimensional space so that similar words can be grouped together. So if I go over here and explain you, for example, let's say uh, if we are taking the words like king, prince, and queen. So if you take the token IDs for these words, and then will when you try to convert it into a vectors, and this is also called as dense representation of the tokens. So if you try to plot this in an n dimensional space, so you will realize that, okay, king, queen, and prince are very close to each other. Similarly, if the words is related to physics, atom, molecule, or electron, so these words will come very closer into the n dimensional space. Here I have just shown you a simplified two dimensional view, but it can go up to any dimension. It can go into 1000 dimension, 7000 dimension, 300 dimension. So different LLM models or a different embedding models have different kind of embedding dimensions. Okay, I'm going to show you how we can create this embedding in like our next video. But in this video, just try to understand embeddings are the process of mapping the words into a higher dimensional space so that we can capture a similar kind of words in a one particular group. That is called as embeddings. Okay, so as you can read over here, similarity is equal to closeness. Of course, if the word king and queen are similar, so they are gonna be close in the cluster. Otherwise, they are gonna be far from that particular cluster. Okay, and embeddings are learned actually. So whenever you train a LLM, embeddings are being learned by those LLMs. There are different techniques with the help of which we can create the embeddings, But when you go for the LLM space, so LLM learns when you train the model. So and that is also a emergent behavior of the LLMs. When you train any kind of LLM, they automatically learns, okay, which word is very closer to each other, and that is also one of the emergent behavior of the LLMs.